महाकाल्यै च विद्महे शमशानवासिन्यै च धीमहि तन्नो काली प्रचोदयात्. Hello and welcome to this extremely special episode of Kali Jayanti Sadhana with me Harsh Pandey. The Tithi of Kali Jayanti has come extremely close and will be celebrated on the midnight of 16th of August in India and across the world. The Tithi coincides with Krishna Janmashtami and also Kala Ashtami, making it one of the most auspicious and punyadayi occasion for all devotees to get Manovanchit Kamna Purti done from the blessings of Mahakali Devi. Mahakali, who is first among the Dasha Mahavidyas, who is the Ardhangini Swarupa of Bhagwan Mahakal himself, is in Jagrit Swarup and she blesses all her devotees with all her 8 hands on this very powerful and special day. In this special Upasana video, this is going to be extremely helpful for those who are looking to begin with their sadhana of Mahakali. We'll discuss about the Prakatya of Devi, the Mahatmya of Devi, which is that one particular Devata without whose Avahan we can never proceed with the puja of Mahakali. Among all the complicated Bija mantras which cannot be chanted without the initiation, which is that simple Upasana of Mantra Sadhana of Mahakali which every householder can do. What are the Naiveds? Because Mahakali is also offered with Panchamakar, non-veg and all sorts of things which are perhaps not possible for every householder. What is the simple most Naivedya which is dear to Mahakali which we can offer to get her blessings and to connect with her directly? Stay tuned till the end of this video. This is going to be extremely informative for all the sadhaks of Mahakali. Now there are various stories related to the Prakatya of Mahakali mentioned in Kalika Puran, Markandeya Puran, but one on which all the Shakta Bhaktas agree to is that Mahakali is the Ansha Swarupa of Bhagwan Shiv. Her Prakatya took place to defeat the demon named Raktabij. Raktabij had a very specific boon that as soon as one drop of blood sprouted onto land, another Raktabij came out from it. Hence, nobody was able to kill Raktabij. It was then when Ma Kali took out her khappar and soaked in all the bloods and didn't allow any single drop of blood of Raktabij to fall on ground, and he was laid down by Ma Kali. Ma Kali, as I mentioned, first among the Dasha Mahavidyas. Ma Kali's Swarup is often connoted negatively and people believe that she cannot be worshipped in the times of Kali Yuga. But actually we have to understand that the word Kali Yuga itself essentially means that it is the time of Ma Kali. Kali Yuga, the time of Kali, where her energies are at its peak. She is one of the most Jagrit Devatas of Kali Yuga. Ma Kali is extremely compassionate and the most ferocious protector to all her devotees and anybody who surrenders to Ma Kali with full faith. Because you have to understand, no mantrik, tantric, yogis, aghoris have ever achieved the siddhi of Ma Kali through any vidyas or any particular vidhis, because Ma Kali is above all Vedants. The only way how you can gain the grace of Ma Kali is through utmost surrender, Sharanagata Dinatha. Once that surrender bhav comes within you, that the kripa kataksh of Ma Kali is going to fall on you and completely you are going to change. And the Upasaks of Ma Kali have this special bhav of remaining very down to earth, remaining very humble and simple in their lifestyles. The outstanding example being that of Ramakrishna Paramhans. People even called him Mad Saint. He was perceived that way, but he was the child of Ma Kali. In the intro of the video, I mentioned that there is one Devata without whose blessings or without whose Avahan we can never go ahead to do the Upasana of Ma Kali, and that is Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav. After Ma Kali defeated Raktabij, she was uncontrollable. It was only when Bhagwan Shiv had to come down as Batuk Bhairav or Bala Swarup. It was seeing the Swarup of Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav that the Vatsalya of Ma Kali came back and the Matritva Bhav got Jagrit and she could be calmed down. Because even Bhagwan Shiv had to come and lay down in front of Ma Kali. When she's in Rudravatar, no Devata can come close to Ma Kali. Only Hanumanji with Dhwaja in hand and Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav with Khappar in hand can dare to walk alongside Ma Kali. Hence, to start any Upasana or Sadhana of Ma Kali, always Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav has to be appeased, invoked and invited in the Upasana. To complete this Sadhana Vidhi on Kali Jayanti Tithi, there are certain prerequisites which I expect every devotee to have. First, to do the Avahan of Ma Kali. There are 3 essential commodities which you can have with you. either of Akhand Deepak, Trishul, or a photo of Ma Kali. Photo can be either of Kali Kok, the Kali Ghat temple in Kolkata, or the Vindhyachal temple of Kali Kok. Either of the two photographs, if you can have, you can keep it in your puja room to do the Avahan of Ma Kali. Second is if you have a Trishul, especially devotees who have done their sadhana with us in the previous videos of Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav and Kal Bhairav. Same Trishul you can use to do the Avahan of Ma Kali also. And at last, in my view, the best and the most resorted way to do the Avahan of Ma Kali is an Akhand Jyoti. A Jyoti you can keep in your puja mandap, and along the mantra that I teach you, you can do the Avahan of Ma Kali through that. Second, to do the Naivedya offering, you can have a pomegranate, you can have a cucumber, or a Pakka Bhojan, which is made out of rice, puri, sabzi, a complete meal you can make and offer to Ma Kali, later consume as prasad also. You should have a Rudraksh mala or a Sphatik mala to do the mantra jap of Ma Kali. These are the basic items that you should be having with you. First and foremost is the Sankalp in the Upasana and Sadhana of Ma Kali. It is done in a very subtle way. When we start with the Sankalp, we keep yellow rice, which is rice mixed along with turmeric, in our hands, along with water and some coin or currency we can keep in our hand. The Sankalp Vidhi starts by first remembering the Tithi and Muhurta, which is Krishna Paksh Bhadrapad Ashtami Tithi. The time period will be Nishit Kal or Mahanisha Kal, after which you will take your Gotra, followed by your name and the Manokamana that you have. You think of all of this and you surrender to Ma Kali in front of you. Light up the Jyot. In the Jyot, you do the Avahan of Ma Kali by chanting this very specific mantra. Karal Vadanam Ghoram Mukta Keshin Chaturbhujam Kalikam Dakshinam Divyam Mundamala Vibhushitam. I'll attach the mantra of all the things that we discussed today in a synchronized manner in the PDF so that it becomes much easier for you. Get a physical printout of all the mantras so that you do not have to look into your phone. Chanting this simple mantra, Karal Vadanam Ghoram, essentially it means that we are inviting that sense of Ma Kali which has Chaturbhuj, representative of Dharma, Arth, Kam and Moksha. Her hairs are open, Mukta Kesham. We are inviting that Swarup which is ever compassionate and the most ferociously protective towards her devotees. We do the Avahan on either of the Trishul or the photo or the Akhand Jyoti which you have lit in your puja mandap. You take the Sankalp as I explained, and then first we do the Avahan of Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav. The Batuk Bhairav Avahan has to be done through a very simple mantra which is Batuk Bhairava Chalisa. We request Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav to come and become the Adhar of our Upasana. If you look at the Batuk Bhairav Chalisa, the starting mantra is Jaiti Jaiti Kali Ke Lala, one who is the child form of Ma Kali. Batuk Bhairav in Tantra Shastra is worshipped as the child Swarup of Ma Kali. So we invite Bhagwan Batuk Bhairav by chanting the Batuk Bhairav Chalisa. I'll attach the entire Chalisa PDF so that it becomes very easy for devotees. Look into the PDF and chant it with supreme bhav that he should come in your presence and accept to become the Adhar of your Upasana of Ma Kali, which you are going to do ahead. After you have done the Avahan of Akhand Deepak, after you have completed the Sankalp and performed the Batuk Bhairav Chalisa, now we come to perform the Mantra Jap of Ma Kali. Among all the Devi Swarup, I believe Ma Kali is one Devi whose innumerable mantras are explained, even Durga Shaptashati and Kalika Puran and Bhairav Rahasya. Many mantras of Ma Kali's have been discussed, especially Bija mantras, but they cannot be chanted without initiation. Hence, in my own practical experience, the mantra of Ma Kali, which acts very quickly, very potently for all devotees and is very easy for everybody to do. It's among the 108 Ashtottar Namavalis of Ma Kali, that is Kama Sundari Namaha. This is the mantra of Ma Kali, Kama Sundari Nama, a mantra which has the potency to fulfill all the wishes, all the kamanas of bhaktas of Ma Kali. You do not have to use the pranav Om, just chant Shri Kama Sundari Namaha. You have to do minimum of 5 malas of this mantra, Kama Sundari Namaha. After you have completed the Batuk Bhairav Chalisa, you can do the jap either on Rudraksh mala or Sphatik mala, whichever is available with you. Once you have completed the mantra jap, you can offer Naivedya and Bhog to Ma Kali. as I mentioned, pomegranate or cucumber. These are easily available everywhere, and you can get them to offer to Ma Kali or the Pakka Bhojan, as I discussed. Once you have done this, then we'll offer specific Aarati to Ma Kali around say 1:30 am, whatever time is post 12 am, the Mahanisha Kal. Aarti of Ma Kali, and we can do it by giving a bali of nariyal. We can break a nariyal in the puja mandap, and the two sides of the nariyal which are there, on them we can do a Karpur Aarti to Ma Kali, on whose avahan we have done in the puja mandapam. Once the entire sequence is finished, at last we can do the dhyana of Ma Kali through breathing, inhalation, exhalation and holding of the breath through a very simple mantra: जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा शिवा क्षमा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते. These are all names of Devi. Durga, Shiva, Shama, Dhatri, Swaha, Swada. All these are names of Ma Kali. Jayanti, Mangala, Kali. These are the Swarup whose memory we have to take within us while we do the Dhyana mantra. Dhyana is one time when you can never fake that you are doing dhyana. Either you are doing the dhyana or you are not doing the dhyana. And dhyana is that particular moment when the devata actually comes in your realm and tries to maintain a contact with you. Hence, when you do the dhyana of Ma Kali in a very surrender manner, just thinking about the names as I mentioned, pondering over the names through inhalation, exhalation and holding of the breath, which means that chanting of the entire mantra, जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा शिवा क्षमा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते. Once you chant this one stretch of mantra, inhalation should be complete. During the course of the chanting of the second stretch of mantra, you have to hold your breath, and at the third stretch you have to release the breath. So in one respiratory cycle you are completing 3 mantras of Ma Kali. So because you are doing the respiration also and you are thinking of the mantra and pondering over Devi's name, it is very difficult for your dhyana to get break, because in mantra jap, especially for beginners who are starting with their upasana, often their dhyana becomes distractive. But when you're doing dhyana this way, you can easily connect to the Swarup of Ma Kali and you can get her blessings. You can get into the realm of Ma Kali very, very quickly. So make sure to do it in the most sincere, in the most honest and in the most humble manner to complete your sadhana vidhi. Do not set any alarm clocks, any time duration, just go with the flow. I'll attach an entire PDF mentioning your guide as to how you can complete the entire mantra sadhana and upasana, starting from the Avahan on the Khand Deepak to the Aarti and Dhyan Mantra which I have explained to you. You can do certain other things also to gain the grace of Mahakali Devi. First is offering of Bhojan to Batuk Brahmins, because this Tithi is also coinciding with the Kala Ashtami and also Krishna Janmashtami. Hence offering any Bhojan to Veda Pathshala students is extremely boon showering for devotees. Second is any Purohit who comes to your place. See if you can give him any Vastra Dan on this day. You can approach also any Purohit who lives nearby and do this act. Any Kali temple or Devi temple which is there nearby. Next day, which is on the Navami Tithi, you can just go there, simply offer a hibiscus flower in the temple and whatever manokamna you have, and you ask for Shama from Devi, that you have tried doing the upasana of Ma Kali during this course of extremely auspicious Kali Jayanti. Ask for her bhakti, her divine grace, that you can also continue with this Namajap for a long period of time. Get the bhakti and divine grace of Ma Kali. In fact, all those who want to continue with upasana of Ma Kali can use these same mantras in the long run also to gain her divine grace. So follow these 3 steps as I mentioned. Number 1 is feeding the Veda Pathshala students. Number 2 is giving any Vastradan to your Purohit or any Pandit which is nearby. And third is visiting any Devi temple and offering a hibiscus flower. This way you can complete that your sadhana gets completed. I wish every Sanatani a very happy Kali Jayanti, a very Shubh Janmashtami. Let us know in the comment section once you finish with your sadhana of Ma Kali. You can also email us to let us know your experiences. And if you find our content towards Sanatan Dharma helpful, do support us in our initiative to construct the Bhairav Gurukulam in the Kal Bhairav Temple of Kashi, where the Veda Pathshala is coming up for the students. We are also going to do the Prana Pratishtha of Batuk Bhairav and a Dhyana Kendra. This is going to come up as a capital for all the Bhairav Bhaktas. Thank you so much for staying tuned till the end. Find all the descriptions and links as mentioned in the description box. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned to Kashi Archan Foundation for more of such informative videos on Kali Upasana, Bhairav Upasana and our Sanatan Dharma. Har Har Mahadev.